Greetings, this is Lefty Chris, and today I am making a TeejLab Crypto Compare Pricing Index job video. I'll be using the Crypto Compare Pricing Index guide from GoPlugin, as well as my buddy 11 ppm's guide. He created a guide and it's in Japanese, but the visuals are all in English, and it's really good. So we're going to use the combination of both guides. So I would recommend for you starting the job, you want to make sure that you have your node up and running. I can go to my dashboard. You can see that I have some GoPlugin tokens in my node as well as some XDC. Um, but this node is ready to go. And so let's get started. So first, make sure you have your Oracle contract address. That is the first step basically in the Go plugin documentation. You want to make sure you have your Oracle contract address. But if you made a node, if you previously made a node, more than likely you have your Oracle contract address. So we're going to skip through parts 1 and 2 of this guide. Um, Next, we're going to do step 3, which is create an external adapter bridge. So um, you'll want to go to your plugin deployment path, and then you'll want to copy, and then you'll want to paste. Now, I've already done it, so I'm not going to paste it. Um, Next, you'll want to um, copy line 2. In which what we can do is we can go ahead and go into that path, external adapter template. Next, you'll see in the external adapter template path, TL underscore crypto compare underscore adapter. So we're going to look to see if we have that, and we do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a new directory called cryptos. So you'll want to type mkdir cryptos and then press enter. I've already done it. You can see it here, and you'll want to be in the external adapter template path when you press enter. And so after you run it, you'll want to use the following command here, cp-r tl underscore crypto compare underscore adapter / space cryptos / crypto compare. And you can see here, this is how it's lined up. Once you're done with that, you'll want to go into the cryptos path. And so what's happening is we're taking this template and we're basically making a copy, which is the CP. We're making a copy of this portion and we're naming it crypto compare. So again, I've already done it. So I can just go into CD cryptos, CD cryptos, and then type LL, and you can see it here. So once you're done with that portion, we're going to scroll down and we're going to do CD crypto compare, press enter, press type LL, and you'll want to have these files in your crypto compare path. So now we're going to type the following, and I'm going to click on this again. So you'll want to type cp server.js crypto compare.js. Really, you could name it whatever you want, but for this example, we're going to stick with crypto compare.js. What we're doing is we're copying the server.js that we have as a template, and then we're going to rename it as crypto compare.js, all in the crypto compare path. So I've actually already done it, as you can see here. So we have that finished, and then now we need to move to 3D, which is creating a .env file. So you'll want to type touch.env. Now I've already done it, but you would type touch.env. You would press enter, and then right after that, you'll have a new .env file. Actually, let's do cat.env. There we go. And so that's how I know I already have it, because I pressed tab and it popped up. But what you would want to do is you want to type either nano or vim or vi. I use vi a lot, so I'm gonna stick with vi. Type .env, press enter. Now I've already filled the information out, but what you'll want to do is when you have your TeejLabs API account, you'll want to fill out everything, and then let's see, there is a file here where you can actually follow through the steps to use. And so I would definitely recommend having this open when you're creating your job. Um, just go through each step. There are 8 steps, really 7 steps. 8 just is showing you or telling you that you can do basically what I'm describing what you could do. So you want to go through steps 1 through 7, and I'll have these sites or these links in the description. Um, I'll have the the guide as well as the GoPlugin. Well, actually, the documentation for the API link. So I already have it, um, and it's already filled in. I'm going to make a new key, so I don't mind showing you guys this key right now. But what you would do is, because you'll have a blank screen, you'll want to press insert, and then you'll want to type in all capital letters API underscore key equals single quotation your API key, and then single quotation, and you'll be able to find your API key in under under your name, your name that you basically made your account, and then you'll want to go under profile, and then you should see um, your API key or request API key. So once you have your key, yes, it'll say personal API key, and you'll want to copy it from there. And so once you have that information, you can paste your information into this file here. And then next, under it, you'll want to press enter, and you'll want to type capital EA underscore port, P-O-R-T, equals 5002. Next, you want to press escape, shift colon, WQ, and then press enter. And so now we have our .env file ready to go. And next, we can keep going down to 3G. And 3G is telling you to download npm install. And we're going to click on the illustration. And you want to be in the crypto compare path when you're typing this in. I've already done it, so I do not need to do it. But it would be npm install and then press enter and let it run. It should take but about 30 seconds. Next, we're going to start the crypto compare.js. So you would type pm2 start crypto compare.js, and I already have it. What you could do after that is you would do pm2 save. You would save it, and how I know I have it, if I do pm2 status, it is ID number 3 or number 2, crypto compare. So I do have it. Now, number 4 for this guide states that we need the Oracle contract address. Now, I already have it, and if you've made a node and your node was approved by GoPlugin, you should have an Oracle contract address. You could make a new one if you want to, but you could use um, your older Oracle contract address as well. So we're going to go to number 5. Now, it's the external adapter bridge. And so we're going to go into our node. You can actually put this into your VPS and it'll open your, it won't open the node up, but it'll actually show you the address for you. So I already have it pulled up. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a bridge. So let's go to the dashboard, go to bridges. Okay, let me actually log in first. All right, I'm in bridges, and now make a new bridge. Now your bridge name can be really whatever you want, but it needs to be in all lowercase letters. So I'll just name mine Zinni Compare, and then the bridge URL should be http colon // local host colon 5002. You can put a / in there, but it'll take it off by default. Keep the minimum contract payment at 0, and the confirmations keep it 0. I have changed this to 1 and it also worked, but 0 should be fine as well. So we're going to go ahead and create the bridge, and it says successfully created bridge Zinni Compare with incoming token. So now we are able to go to the next portion, which is job. So we need to go back to our node, go to new job. Now I already have this information, but you could either go back to the GoPlugin documentation page and then go to crypto compare, scroll all the way down to number 5, create a job, and then you'll have the information here. And you could also use this guide that I'll put in the description. It should be under 6C. So either or should work just fine. You'll want to copy all this information, and then you'll want to go to your dashboard. In the job spec, you'll want to paste all that information here. And then you want to change the addresses to your Oracle contract address. And so I've already done it. See it here. Now your type, the type needs to be changed to the bridge name. So we go back to bridges. We can see it says Zinni compare. So I'm just going to copy, and then I'm going to paste it into the type. There we go. And then everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and create job. Okay. Successfully created job. So now since we have our job, which it says just now created, we're going to go ahead and click on it, and then we're going to go to definitions. Now in definitions, you should see job spec ID, type, Zinni compare. It really does not matter which one you click, but we'll just use this one just because it's right in front of my face. So now let's go back to the guide, and 6D in this guide just explains that you can check the name of the endpoint as well as the actual name of the node. And so if you were to use this command, you'll be able to find that information for your job or for the JSON blob. So we're not going to need that. We've already created the job, but just if you wanted to check it, you can. So now we're going to go to 7. So number 7, we need the crypto compare underscore consumer dot sol. So we need Xinfin remix to be open. I already have it. And then we need to go down to 7B. Now he has changed his RPC URL. I'm going to keep my URL. I don't think there's any problem with it, but you want to make sure that yours is okay. You can use 7B for his guide from his guide, and you can change your Xinfin Pay to the same network. But we're going to keep going. So now, and then 7C, he's just stating, just make sure you have some tokens in your account. So 7D, you'll want to make a new file. So create new file. I already have it as consumer.sol. You can name the file anything you want. Just make sure it has .sol. But just to keep a good track of what you have going on, just name it something related to consumer. So we're going to keep going. Now, to actually get the actual code, we could either use the crypto compare code, run consumer.sol. I'm not sure if this is an updated code, but what we could do is just to be safe, we can go back to our VPS. You would type cd, press enter, and then you'll want to go back into your plugin path, plugin deployment path, and then you'll want to go back into your external adapter template path. So external adapter template. And then you should see contracts. So if you go on to this guide here, um, you should see contracts. So we do see it. Um, and what we can do is we'll type cd contracts. And then what we can do next is we can type cat, C-A-T, um, capital C, and then type out the crypto compare underscore consumer.sol. I'm just going to press tab, press enter, and we can copy all this information starting from pragma all the way down to the last piece of code, um, which will be a bracket. So we'll go back to the um, Xinfin remix and then we'll paste it. I already have it, but I'll paste it again. Okay, that looks good. All right, now he's explaining that you just paste it, and then he's explaining that you'll go ahead and compile. So we're going to do that right now. So we're going to go into Xinfin Remix. We're going to compile. Remember, you probably by default will be on 0.8.7. You'll want to move down to 0.4.24, and then you'll want to compile. Next, we're going to change the environment, and you'll want to make sure you're in deploy and run transactions. So you're going to change the environment. By default, you should be in the JavaScript VM. We're going to be in an injected Web3. And also worth noting is if you have MetaMask or another wallet, you'll want to make sure that um, you turn it off. So you will go to manage extensions and then you will just slide um, these from on to off. And so I just have XDCPay here, so we're good. So then you also want to make sure that you're also logged into your wallet too. So we're in there, contract. We're going to change the contract to consumer. If you change it to any other name, you'll want to make sure you just change it to that name. Now we need to deploy. I'm going to delete this actually here, and then we're going to deploy. We need the smart contract address. And then remember, change the XDC to 0x, deploy, submit. All right. And so now we need to copy the deployed contracts address. So we copied it. We need to send um, a little GoPlugin tokens. So we're going to send to this wallet 0.1, click next, click submit. And if you pay attention into the actual contract, it states sending 0.1. I'm going to mess around with it. I've heard that you can actually change this to a lower number, so I'll probably play around with it and see if it'll still work if you can change it to 0.01 or something lower than that. But we're going to keep moving along. So we're going to click on the arrow next to where it says consumer. We're going to scroll down to where it says request data. Now, from what I heard, you do not need to add the quotations. And we're going to go to the guide and we're going to look into this right here even further. So in this portion here, you need the Oracle address, you need the job spec ID, the SRC token and the destination token. So more than likely, more often than not, you'll see that the SRC underscore token will be the token that you're trying to look up, or what you're comparing it to, USDT, for example. So we're going to just stick with Bitcoin. So we're going to do BTC, and the destination token will be USDT. Now, if you have your TeejLab uh, account, you could also just go to, let's say we do, let's say we go to API categories. We can go to the plugin recommended, and then let's say we do crypto compare, and then let's say we uh, click on it. We're going to go to request body, and then we're going to click on the example. But let's change it. Let's do XDC. Let's see if XDC will work. So we're going to execute, and then we'll go to my results, and then go to responses, API requests, and then we're going to click on response. Okay, and so this is XDC. We know that it is 3 cents. Um, so we should see something like this in our node when we run it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the remix, and I'm going to use the quotations, but you do not have to do this. We're going to do quotation, Oracle contract address, paste, quotations, comma, quotations again. Now we need the job spec ID. So we're going to copy our job spec ID. We're going to paste. We're going to add quotations, type comma, and then we need quotations, and then we're going to type XDC quotations, comma, quotations, USDT. So we have um, this long list, but you don't need the quotations if you don't want to put them. But just to be safe, I'm just going to put them. Um, it's quotations, Oracle contract address, your job ID, um, and then it's going to be the token that you're, like the base token that you're trying to find the price for, and then usually this this is going to be like the fiat pair. So now we can click request data, click submit. Now let's go back to our node. Let's see what happens. Okay, so the job did go through. We click on runs. We have pending outgoing confirmations. Let's see what happens. Sometimes, and I know this is still new, so sometimes it doesn't come off as completed. More times than not, some it come out as error. But let's see what happens. Okay, so it does say there is an error. It says external. Okay, so let's see what the other one says. Okay, so I'm going to wait on this, and I think the reason this one says error anyway is because it's still trying to pull up the alarm sleep job. So that's very strange. But we can look at the first one, and we can see that it's still waiting for external, and it's waiting for the ETH transaction. But the Zenny compare is complete. And look at that. Our value is 0.03334, which is similar to what we have here for the TeejLab account. So in that regards, it did work. So with that being said, I hope that this video help anybody that's trying to create a job, a crypto compare job. I wanted to have this video out a few days ago, but some stuff happened, life happens. But yeah, it even says error, so could not get the receipt. Okay, so more than likely, I'll have to continue to just play around to see why the external and ETH transactions didn't go through. But I can see that the actual main job that we were trying to get running did work. So it's just something I'll have to play around a little bit more. But the steps, all the steps, I went through all the steps, and there was no problem at all. Now there's some more steps in this guide, but the steps is just I want to say it's actually just going over to your Oracle dashboard. Yeah. So you'll just be going to your Oracle or Node dashboard, and then you'll submit the job so that GoPlugin can approve it. But with that being said, thank you for watching. I hope this video helps. If you like content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Any suggestions along the way would be very helpful. Have a great day. Peace.